like? Lay back, nigga, rolling up these L's. Nigga, what your life like? These niggas mad cause they can't take a L. Nigga, what your life like? Hey, look, tell me what your life like.
Ladies and G's, we are back, man, after a birthday week.
Oh,
After a whole week of birthday celebration, man, we are back with Touch a Nerve. I'm Van Gogh, King Swerve, and obviously, featuring DJ Crenshaw. So today, man, we're gonna talk about on Touch a Nerve. We're probably gonna touch some nerves. We're gonna talk about the hookup culture. We're also gonna talk about men having to pay child support while still living in the household, or just paying child support but being an active part of the child's life in general.
can't be no brokey.
That's fact. So, man, let's just jump in and talk about it, man. Normally we got some facts from you
facts is all in the message today.
Yes,
Just can't be no brokey.
There's your fact right there. Can't be no brokey. You understand? Yeah, man, this is gonna be a good one because we're probably gonna piss some ladies off, some baby mamas off. We're probably gonna make some baby daddies be like, man, finally, my message is out there. People are hearing me. But at the same time, we're gonna probably enlighten some people on what a real woman and a real, a baby's mama should be doing. And the ones that are the real ones, they're gonna see this, they're gonna hear this, and they're gonna be like, man, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Now I can see it from a man's side too, a man's point of view. And so, yeah, man, we have definitely, like you said, man, salute the real ones out there that are just trying to make things happen and being able to coerce on what they call it? Parent, what's it called, man? Fuck.
Sure, when they holding it down, man.
They may not be together, man, but they're
down. Co-parenting.
Yeah, co-parenting. Thank you. That's the fucking word I was looking for.
I ain't got no kids. I don't know nothing about co-parenting.
Man, I have kids, but I still don't know anything about co-parenting. I'm with my wife now. We have 4 kids together, and then I got an older daughter who we ain't gonna go there, but we definitely don't know nothing about no co-parenting. But man, let's
that don't even exist today.
Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I know it exists because I see it, man. My wife watches that show. What is it, Teen Mom or Teen Pregnancy or whatever? And I know there's a couple on there, man. That it's this lady and her man had a kid. Then they split up, and now she's with somebody else, and he's with somebody else, and they're like what it should be as far as co-parenting. He comes over to the house. All of them will be sitting at a table talking about their child together and what things they need to do to make everything work, and that's how it should be. Just because you and your significant other didn't work out don't mean that you still have you guys are a part of a team. You created this team, and unfortunately, man, even though you guys ain't together, even though it don't have to be a broken home. You know what I mean? You can still coerce. You can still talk to each other civilized and do it for the children.
And that's what I was thinking. It's extremely rare that they do it for the kids.
Right.
Egos and all that other stuff get mixed in, feelings and shit. Get lost in the sauce somewhere down the line.
Yeah, nacho sauce.
Crenshaw got sauce.
I got too
Chris,
much
I got
sauce.
too much
It seems
damn
like it, boy. Oops.
Yeah.
If y'all need some sauce, you holler at my boy Swerve. You know,
I'm telling you.
get sauced
Dripping-
up.
The factory is done.
Dripping it up. The factory is
Boy. Sauce
Designer.
factory is dry, baby.
He'll cut your hair. He'll get you right.
But I ain't dripping no sauce.
But you can't steal my man's sauce.
You know, it's crazy though, cause like co-parenting, man, I got kids with two different women. And co-parenting with both of them is completely different ball games.
right.
But you know, that's something I can do. But at the same time, the needs and wants from me are different.
Right.
And that's what at times can make it easier or difficult.
Right. Well, and on top of that, you know, each relationship is going to have a different set of emotions wrapped into that too. I think that's a lot of people don't realize or don't really want to understand is you didn't just create a child out of a good time. I mean, maybe you did, but more than likely though, there was some kind of connection, some kind of love. And when you create a child in that type of love, in that type of, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But
I know exactly
what I mean?
what you're trying to say, because that type of fire and passion,
Right, there you go.
dog, it's like, it's all intertwined in all of that.
Right.
I get it.
And so you know, you might be in a relationship where you had a child with this person, but that type of passion wasn't there. That type of emotional connection wasn't. I mean, obviously you had one at one point in time, but it wasn't there enough to really cause the ego to want to play a role. You know, a lot of people can co-parent when there's not any ego. Your ego, their ego, trying to battle it out. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you got to also understand that if that's the case, man, maybe there was a little passion there, and maybe y'all should really sit down and have a conversation between just the two of you. No outside interference. Nobody. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing is people want to bring in somebody else. Well, so-and-so, you know, they said that this, and this. No.
Yeah.
If those people don't have any dominoes on the table, if they ain't got nothing to do with your relationship whatsoever, the one now, the one in the past, you know, why are they in there trying to tell you what they should and shouldn't do?
And it be mostly people that are in unsuccessful relationships.
Right.
Or not in one at all that want to give the advice.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, like you say, when it comes, he's just over there lost. He's just over there absorbing it all. Like, don't do what Swerve did. Stay away from the boppers.
Boppers, okay, we're going back to the
Well,
early
you know I'm old,
2000s.
bro. You know, hey, come on, man. I just
Not
told
the
my
boppers.
age. I just told my age. I just told my age.
Be bopping around. Slash
The boppers.
frisbees. We don't love no boppers. We don't love no frisbees.
Nah.
Boomerangs neither. I don't
Y'all
want
ain't got
them
no
back.
sauce.
I don't want them back. We don't want no boomerangs. But anyway, yeah. But for real, though, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, a lot of these kids, a reason it's like that because sometimes there wasn't no love there. Sometimes it was just a hookup, a mistake, whatever, what have you, you know, and like at the end of the day, like you say, the kids are supposed to be the objective, to take care of the kids, raise the kids, because guess what? The law in all 50 states say you gotta take care of them, regardless how you feel about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, things just ain't like they used to be. And it's like it's all mixed up and screwed up on whose role is what.
Right.
And like you said earlier, you have people. I think child support is a great thing.
Yeah.
I will never talk bad about child support as far as its purpose. Because you got a lot of men and women that will not take care of their responsibilities.
Right.
You know, they put their children last. They're not financially going to take care of the kids.
Right.
At the same time, you have some that want to, but they cannot get any type of cooperation,
Right.
male or female.
And that's the biggest thing to me, man, is if you're gonna go after somebody for child support, man, cool, whatever. I mean, that's their responsibility. That is their child. They share 50% of that DNA with you, with that child. But at the same time, that's again 50% of their DNA. You got to allow them to have the same benefits of an emotional connection with that child, man. You have to allow them to have the same amount of time. If you're gonna get child support, to me, you better give them time. I mean, if you getting child support and then you're like, nah, you can have them on the weekends. Oh wait, not this weekend though, because we're doing this. Oh, well, not next weekend either, because they want to go here. No. Well, maybe you can take them out to eat for an hour Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, no, hold up now. Hold up now.
You took it out my head what I was thinking. It's almost like the guardian or whoever has the child the most always configures the type of lifestyle that child is going to have.
Right.
And with that being said, the adjacent parent is almost forced to cooperate or be excluded.
Right.
That's where a lot of that drama comes in too.
Oh yeah.
Because I saw this lady online. Her child is maybe 5, 6. He's covered in fake tattoos, wearing herringbone chains, got a grill. I myself would not want my child to be like that.
Right.
And I guarantee they bumping heads because that's the life she feel like her son needs. And I'm sure he's helping fund that.
Right.
And they bumping heads about it. He probably don't like it.
Right.
Where's the middle in that?
Right. And again, man, I think if either way, no matter what, man, I think you definitely every relationship that has children that does not work out, man, you guys have got to find yourself a lawyer, a mediator, and go to court, man. Because if not, it is going to be messy as fuck for that child's whole entire life. Because if you don't have something in writing, something in documentation that says, okay, well, he's paying this much a month child support, but I'm giving him this, and this. Because now all of a sudden you ain't getting what you got, but you're still having to pay that child support. You can go back to court and say, hey, this is what our agreement was. But if you don't have that agreement, then you're going to go back and, you can't do nothing about it. Now you guys are going to be fighting, arguing.
Yep.
Now you're going to be trying to go back to court. Man, I'm telling you, if you're going to be in a relationship and you, that's where I fucked up with my oldest, is I didn't fight hard enough. Man, I shouldn't have. No man should have to fight.
Thank you.
To be a part of their child's life.
Why are you fighting anyway?
Period. You should not have to do that. Period. But when things aren't going your way, when it comes to, again, split custody, I didn't even want split custody. I just wanted custody. I just wanted something. But I wasn't getting that at all. It would always be an excuse. It'd always be and this is gonna touch some nerves because, man, Yeah.
Now tell me, were there times you just
Oh, bro.
Incredible Hulk?
Bro, bad. Bad, man.
I think every man that's been through that has been through those moments where they seem outrageous,
Yeah.
trying to be the father that they're supposed to be
Oh, yeah.
in the first place.
Yeah.
Why do we have to take so many extreme measures just to take care of our responsibilities?
Right. Right. And
It's
what's
crazy.
crazy is my child is now, in her early mid 20s, and I still find myself doing that. I still find myself like, because I don't have that relationship. I want that relationship. And I could blame everybody and her mom all day long, right? But at the same time, man, I can't blame any. She's an adult now. It's between me and her. I'm trying my hardest. I'm putting my effort in.
Yeah.
Now it's so bad. Like, it was easy for me to fight when she was a child, and I knew it was her mother's problem. Why I couldn't see her. Why we couldn't have a relationship. That was easy to fight. That was easy for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna try my hardest. I'm gonna send some money. I'm gonna send, pay child support. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It was easy. But now that she's an adult, and now there's nobody, there's no middleman, there's no middle ground, and it's just between me and her. Now I have a hard time. Now I get so frustrated that I'm just like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore because I've already, this is 24 years of struggles and mentally fucking beat me down.
Yeah.
I'm done. But then I'm like, no, that's my child, man. I can't be done.
And
It's a constant fucking.
that's the mental anguish that weaponizing children in custody does to the other.
Right.
And like I say, it happens to men and women. I don't want to base it all about men and what we go through with women, because it ain't just about us. It's about the whole situation and the kids, the parents, whatever. But I've heard it from both sides.
Right.
Someone who has the upper hand weaponizes their position against the other parent, and it's just crazy because no one wins when it's like that.
Hell no. Nobody does.
And really, you put yourself through a whole bunch of drama you don't have to go through either, just acting like that.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And that's what, a lot of people don't even realize that. Man, why would you have to, like, Jesus Christ, man, just live your life, be happy, be merry, don't live miserable, just do what you got to do, man, and take care of the responsibilities that both of you set forth.
And speaking of responsibilities, I know we've all heard it before. I heard it as a child growing up from older women, eavesdropping on card games and shit. Hey, this child needs lights. This child needs this and that and that. So I need you to break me off a little something. And like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And a lot of these women have moved on. A lot of these women have men, or men have women, what have you. How can you be in a relationship and expect
Yeah.
the other parent to fund your housing,
Right. See,
pay your
that's,
bills?
yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, I gotta pick my child up on Wednesday and take them to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna give me none of that child support money to take them to McDonald's on.
Right. Which is expensive. You know what I mean? To take it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that the demands, the wants, the things that you have to do in order to raise these children together is unrealistic at times.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think, man, once, at the end of the day, man, you need to learn how to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your responsibilities and your children too. But at the same time, man, where do you draw that line from selfishness and selflessness? You know what I mean? where do you draw the line from taking care of me and mine? Taking care of my responsibilities. You don't have to do that. You take care of you and yours, and then you can take care of our responsibilities. Because that's the only responsibility that y'all have together. It is not your responsibility to make sure the lights is on.
None of that.
It is not your responsibility to make sure that that her hair is did. It ain't your responsibility to make sure that as long as that child is fed, clothed, and made sure that they have a roof over their head, that's it. That's your responsibility. That's where the line is drawn. And even then, you got to remember, you guys share 50% of the DNA, so you should have 50% of that responsibility. He shouldn't have to pay your rent. You guys ain't together no more. He's gonna make sure that child has a roof over their head, as in, you can't provide a home, a roof over that child's head, then it can come over here. That's what I mean when I say provide a roof over their head. I don't mean he gotta pay your rent. Nah, that ain't how that works.
Yeah.
That's your house. That ain't his house.
But that's what happened when it become weaponized, man. Yeah, you better be listening, buddy. And you better choose wisely.
Listening?
Choose wisely, brother. Choose wisely.
He said, you know what? I'll take just my DJ equipment.
Because
it's gonna be my child.
the person you choose to have these kids with, dog, could affect the rest of your life.
Man, that's
I'ma
a
keep
fact.
on
The rest of their
buttons.
life, the rest of these kids' life. Like, everybody's affected by...
I was told that growing up. Be
But it ain't
careful.
like that no more, man. How
and-
it was when we grew up,
Right.
I always think about that all the time when it comes to the children, relationships, the type of man I am, and the men that I know and see, women. I always reverted back to what I grew up on.
Right.
And to a certain extent, I try to recreate, or maybe, as we say, take it back to that time.
Right.
Dog, it can't even exist no more.
You're
Because
right.
me trying to be the traditional man that I was raised to be and that I knew growing up, dog, I ain't gonna make it doing that.
Right.
I ain't gonna make it, bro.
And that
Like,
again is
ain't
going
gonna
back
make
to
Ain't gonna make
really
it. Evolution.
well, it's really fucking with everybody's mental. You know what I mean? Because now everything that you ever known isn't real.
And was even
And now
crazy.
you got to become somebody that you don't even like. You have to
Boy.
relearn everything.
Yeah. And like you say, they take those old values and tweak it and recreate it. The man is supposed to be the provider. Well, guess what? Everything high as fuck now.
Right.
So how's the man supposed to do all this provide and all this crazy shit for you and the
Right.
family when it takes a whole motherfucking family to do that?
Oh yeah, there is no way in hell that a man can work today and a woman can stay at home
No.
and take care of the
Yeah.
homestead. It can't happen. It's too goddamn crazy, bro.
Not in how the American dream.
No, hell
You
no.
can do it and be barely surviving.
Right.
But if you want the white picket fence, big ass house, your ass gotta work together.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Because
And
back
that's-
in the day, guess what? The kids was out there working, helping too.
Oh yeah.
We was
For
having
sure.
kids just so they could help us. The kids was a part of our team, not
Oh
a part.
yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and you think about that shit, man. You had people back in those days, getting married at 14 years old for the simple fact that they're goddamn adults because they've already been working since they was 10. It was already trying to help put food on the table.
And you know what else? They knew they was teammates.
Yeah.
They didn't have the options and the crazy shit that we got today. That you know what? I don't even have child support. They didn't even have that back then.
Yeah.
I got my husband, and I'm gonna stick by my man. I got my wife. I'm gonna stick by my wife, and we're gonna make it.
Yep.
Johnny beating the shit out of Sally Head. Johnny beating Sally Head, but guess what? They working together, and they gonna work it out.
Right.
They gonna stay together. Don't nobody know their business.
Yep.
They ain't out all on Facebook spreading it.
Yep.
Like, nobody even knew that they were having problems. Did you know that Sally and Whitley having problems? Didn't nobody know shit.
Right.
Sally went
Because
off.
guess what? They were loyal to each other. They were loyal to them kids. Now it's all a necessity to be loyal to myself. And you know what? You ain't the man that I thought you was. So guess what? Just pay me my money to take care of this kid I had with you. Like, it's crazy like that.
Yeah.
And that's like extremely selfish, bitter, bullshit way to think.
Oh yeah.
And man, just like you say, I have an older son. And our relationship is 100% better than it used to be. But there came a time, just like you, dog, I got tired of fighting so much. And it ain't that I gave up. It's just that if I don't stop fighting, I'm be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to be in my child's
It's
life.
gonna be a different type of fight.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that for my son.
Right.
I don't even want this for me. So since I'm tired of fighting, I'm gonna take a break from fighting. But guess what? During that break, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
They children.
Yeah.
Gets estranged relationships, the necessity for each other. Man, it's really a screwed up situation because they're just stuck in the middle of it.
Right.
And we have to go through all this to make up. We have to go through all these litigations to do what we should be able to do for motherfucking free.
Yeah. Yeah. From
The
the
law
start.
said that I'm their father, I got to take care of them. So why am I fighting you?
Right.
Why do I have to pay people?
Right.
Why do I have to get everybody in our business
Right.
just to do what I'm supposed to do anyway? Simply because you want me to do it this way.
Right.
I want to do it this way.
Yeah.
Why don't you just, dog, when I was growing up, my parents never got married. They split up when I was 3 months old. You know, so I never know what it feels like to have married parents, even though that both of my parents are actively in my life. But what I remember the most that I appreciate about Patricia Jane Reggie, I never, not one time. And for me to have so many problems of my own, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
With the arguing and all of that, I never witnessed that with my parents. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to be together,
Right.
to work together. We don't have to be together to work together.
Right.
But anytime my dad called to get me, it wasn't no if I wanted to go.
Right.
It wasn't no do I want to go.
Yeah.
My ass was sitting at the door.
Right.
If he come in at 7 o'clock, my ass was sitting at that door at 6:30 with my bags packed, crying because I don't want to go.
Right. Right. But in you know, so many people will act like that's detrimental to the child's health or mental health. No, that's not. The fact that you allow them to pick and choose to go to their other half of their DNA, that's detrimental for their mental health. You got to make them go. Period. Unless you may it'd be different if you know for a fact that they're sexually abused or they're physically abused, where they're coming home with bruises and shit, or they're going to a house where you know there's a chance that they could get a hold of some fentanyl, some methamphetamine. That's different. But if there is absolutely nothing, there's no reason, there's no harm, you've got to make that child.
Facts. Yep.
Because at the end of the fucking day, when everything's done and over with, that child is gonna have a good ass time, I promise you. And when they get older, when they become an adult, when they become parents themselves, they're gonna look back and be like, man, thank you. Thank you for making me have a relationship with my father or with my mother, whoever that other parent is. Thank you for making me have that relationship, because now I know what big love is. You can love all day long as a single mom, and that's great. But if you're a single mom and you're directing your love to that child, but then that child is also getting love over here from a dad, or you guys are not single, you are with another man, and he's stepping up and being in a supportive stepfather role, and the other person has a stepmom in a relationship, and you guys are doing a fantastic job as far as co-parenting goes. Man, now look at it. That child gets love from here, 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 and here. Then y'all have kids. Now they're getting love from here, 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 here. You know what I mean? Like, now there's a huge spectrum of love coming to that child. Or you could be selfish and that child can only get one love. Man, that's a selfish ass fucking.
And the more the better.
Oh,
Because you can have a whole side of your family, your daddy's side, your mom's side.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got a whole nother side that could be loving you, doing for you, relationships.
Yeah.
And man, if I had not, this is what I appreciate the most. Because my mom allowed my father to be the type of father he is, she didn't give him any type of rules. You got to do this, that. She expected me to be home at a certain time and whatever, of course, out of respect. But other than that, she allowed him to be the father that he was. Because of that, I understand who the fuck I am.
Right.
Because I am him.
Right.
I have his traits. I have my mother's traits. There were times that I couldn't understand myself. If I didn't know my father, if I didn't know my mother, I wouldn't know where the fuck these feelings.
Right.
Like, why am I thinking like this?
Man, that's
you
deep
acting
right
just like your daddy.
Right.
I hated that saying growing up.
Right.
Now I look in the mirror and laugh. Like, bro, you just like your daddy.
Right.
You act like, if you think of him, the part of me that ain't like him, I know where it come from.
Right.
Like this fire I got. Because my dad is a real laid back, soft spoken. All the men in my family are the opposite of me.
Right.
But I got a fire I know come from my mother's side. I never knew that if I didn't have the relationship I have with both of them.
Right.
So, I mean, I never heard my parents argue about money. If I needed something, I could go to either one of them for it. It wasn't one of them all the time, call your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew how much my father paid in child support. I didn't even know he was paying child support for a long time because that shit didn't matter.
Right.
It was all about our relationship. They dealt with that.
Right.
Me as the child, I never knew anything about that. And it's just really sad that, like, a lot of these children are being exhausted. Like, they can't even be a kid no more because they got to deal with parents.
Right.
I can't be a child that, I got a daughter, daddy-daughter dance. Your daddy can't come because they arguing and shit.
Right. Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, and you're right, man. And that's deep, man. What you did with all that whole conversation you just had right there, man. That's fucking deep. I came from a broken home. I was raised by a single mom. I didn't have a dad. I talked to my dad one time on the phone when I was like, young, 13, whatever it was. And he told me I was dead, dead to him, and to not worry about it. But you know what's crazy is, my mom, the whole time me being brought up, and I love my mom for this, man. I think about it all the time. And she knows I've had a conversation with her. She's never, not one time, ever talked bad about my father. Not one time. She's never not talked about him because she wanted me to understand that I did come from somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just her. But she never talked bad about him. She never, even when I would say shit about him, like, man,
you just like him.
She would, so
my mom would say, you just like him.
But she would say, she would give him, like, she would defend him, not defend him like, but so that I made a presumption or an opinion about him because of his actions, not because of how she felt about it. So my mom has never, not one time, talked bad about him. Even when I was talking bad about him, she's like, well, you got to understand how he was raised. You got to think about, what it was like back then. But she would always tell me, if there's at any point in your life, if you want to try to have a relationship, you want to talk to him, then let me know and we'll figure something out. And she did, man. And she was going to college. He was a professor. She found out, a phone number. We called him, and it was not a good thing. It was not a good thing. But I was able right then and there to have my own opinion about him, to make my own assumption about him. So I cannot thank my mom enough for that, because so many times in especially in today's world, man, that bitterness and that connivingness in relationships, broken relationships, the woman wants to badmouth the father to the children, or maybe they don't even badmouth them, but they just don't talk about him at all. So then they become a ghost. Yeah. Parental alienation. Don't say shit about it.
I knew what you were saying, bro. I knew what time it was.
You started this with the damn birthday fucking bash, motherfucker. Man, he had me out here partying like I was 20 years old again. It was fun though. It was
real
fun.
Good. Real good fun.
As a man over here taking notes, I'm gonna say this. When it's your time to have kids, take care of your kids. Don't raise them in a broken home, because it just won't nothing. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
You ever dated a woman with kids, DJ Crenshaw?
Man, I have.
How was that experience? Being the
outside.
outsider. What's the term I'm looking for?
I'm trying to fucking think of that.
There's a word, but I can't think of what it's called right now. I wasn't playing no stepdaddy role.
Right.
I'm not gonna try to take no places on another man's responsibilities. So I was just, I was just that guy. that guy. Yeah. It didn't last long, because I didn't want to try to play that role of being a dad to. It just wasn't me. It just wasn't me. But anyway, look, them your responsibilities if you have them. Take care of them.
Yeah, because you don't have to. You can not be in a relationship with your spouse or with your other partner, but it still don't have to be a broken home.
Yeah,
you can still have a home where you both ain't living there and it not be broken. So
that part.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So now, I think we've touched enough on that subject, man. I'm sure we fucking have touched enough there. I'm sure people was like, nope, I ain't watching this. Fuck these guys.
It's alright.
But you'll be back. So man, since we touched on that, man, let's touch on the how'd you put it? The culture of
the hookup culture.
Yeah, the hookup culture, man. Let's
having sneaky links and all that.
Let's talk about that.
Frisbees.
Sneaky about it no more.
Let's talk about that. Because I know that somebody had reached out to you, and this is where this topic actually came from. Somebody had reached out to you and said something about men giving women numbers, their number, and only want to text. They don't want to call. They don't want to FaceTime. They just want to text. It is weird. And to me, man, that's sneaky as a motherfucker, man. If you only doing texting, man, why? Is there somebody in the background you don't want?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you don't
gotta hide them, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Like,
right? Exactly.
Why you messing with a gremlin? They say gremlin or something. I mean,
right.
If you messing with gremlins, I don't know. That's on you.
Yeah. Yeah, but so yeah, man. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about.
Yo, shout out Tamara Adair for that topic.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it was you. Talk to you. Or talk
Yeah,
to,
both of
okay. Yeah, yeah, definitely a shout out to you, man. And that's the big thing. I love when people tell us feedback. If they got an idea of a topic that they want to hear us talk about, man, bring it to us. I wish we could do it live.
I know, right?
So that we could talk about, right then and there, and we can read people's comments.
Who knows? We might even let you on the show sometime.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Big shout out for that topic, and please, man, anybody else listening, if you got topics, man, throw them our way. Because it's kind of hard, man. You do the podcast every week, trying to think of what we're gonna talk about this week. We already talked about this. We already talked about that. So, man, thank you for the topic.
Yeah.
If you like the yap, we might yap with you.
Yeah.
Get on your nerves. You get on ours. Hey,
Yeah. We had some fun either way. I guarantee you that.
That's an interesting topic though, because
Yeah.
just like we're having, times change, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people aren't looking to get married. They're not even looking for a serious relationship. And a lot of people are exhausted with past relationships and kind of want to take a break.
Right.
But people are still human.
Right.
They still have a necessity for physical and emotional
Connection.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of people are kind of, from what I got from that, a lot of people seem to be fed up and annoyed
Right.
with a motherfucking time getting wasted
Right.
by someone with an ulterior motive that you don't know nothing about. Because, you don't know that I've had my heart broken and I'm not looking for nothing serious. And all I'm going to tell you is I'm just here to have a good time and get to know you.
so I'm gonna go on down to the bar and have me a good old time, and next thing you know, I'm waking up next to a gremlin.
Not a gremlin.
He sound like
She might be a frisbee. I might throw her back, but I ain't messing with no gremlins.
he sound like he was gonna take her.
But I'm gonna water that motherfucker.
He was gonna take her to my fucking Starbucks and get her one of them fucking pumpkin lattes. I'm gonna go down to the bar, and then in the morning after you get that pumpkin latte.
Y'all don't like ice lattes?
Ooh, I do like pumpkin spice.
Y'all don't like ice
No.
lattes with the little,
Nah, man, I like my coffee
Extra
hot,
whip?
boy.
No, what I said last time, man, the only fucking extra whip I do is come on now.
Yeah.
no cocoa on that. No cocoa in that latte. Chocolate.
Now, okay, now.
Sprinkle a little drizzle, a little drip, drop.
You trying to get me in trouble again. What are you trying to do? I'm just gonna shush up. Just know, never mind. I'm just gonna shut up. Yeah.
DJ Crenshaw, actually, this is a damn good topic for you since you didn't really get the comment on the last one that much.
Man.
How do you deal with, especially being a DJ?
Oh, man.
And DJ Wavelength, you might well get ready.
Yeah.
You might as
Get
well
ready.
invest
Yeah, listen
in
to
a
this.
10-foot pole
Man.
to keep them up off of you.
Look.
Tell her, man, how do you deal with all these different women
So
every other day, every other event?
So I will tell you, this was about 2 weeks ago. Well, last week, matter of fact. And speaking of them
That way you can
baby mamas,
ones in the back here.
them baby mamas, this one in particular, she's like, hey, I got 2 kids. I think you're kind of cute. I want to take you home. You want to do what? You want to do what now? Oh, yeah, I think you're cute. Now, what are you doing later on? Nothing? I want you to have my third baby, huh?
Oh, gee.
Wait a minute now. No, I'm looking for somebody else. Like, somebody, please come save me, please. Man, look. What was the question again? But how do I handle a situation like that? Man, it's hard.
Like
It's hard to handle that temptation. It's hard to handle
more so
the
like
temptation.
if you were interested in dating,
Mhm.
what type of woman would get your attention with all that you got going? You know what I'm saying? Because bro, I mean, I know you're single right now by choice, and then I mean, we talk, so I know, but like, like what would make you decide? You know what? This is the type of woman I want. What makes you decide Frisbee?
Right.
Back to the streets.
Well, first of all, to catch my eye, you be independent. Number one, if you have kids, you take care of your kids. 3, you take care of yourself, your priorities. That's important. And yeah, that's just about it. Take care of yourself and your kids.
So, at what moment do you decide this ain't going nowhere?
This is a Frisbee.
This ain't going nowhere.
So,
Because these days, bro, it's hard.
Yeah.
I run into, women all the time that it might seem like this everything you want until one day
later on,
they just wake up and be like, you know what? This is fun.
Right.
yes.
This is really fun. I'm glad I had the time to meet you. You really stood up.
And with you being a DJ, I'm sure that's exactly how you
Yep.
fucking
Like it goes
all the
nowhere
time.
other than, hey, this is fun. Thank you.
That's
Like,
it.
how do you avoid that shit? Like,
Man,
where do these women even come from?
They come out of the woodworks, and it'd be the ones where you don't even expect them to be like that, and they're like that. And then it'd be them. It'd be them ones. You'd be like, man. And sometimes you really like them.
Right.
Because there's been more than one. I'm like, man, I really like this girl. And find out this is one thing she'll do. I'm like, man, you a Frisbee. I can't even deal with you no more.
Right.
Like, they get to dibbling and dabbing with substances I don't deal with. Frisbee.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and that's another one that's very prominent these days, man. It's crazy to me when I was growing up, man, and I'm sure you could. There wasn't, as far as drugs go, weed was probably about the only thing. Weed and coke, but now, man, you got people. It's crazy, fucking pills. All different types of pills, different color pills, different fucking. You got methamphetamine. You got. There's so much fucking manufactured drugs today. Man, I can't imagine.
And don't get me wrong, it's cool to drink, but if you make it an everyday problem where I see you at the bar every day getting drunk, and you was outside doing the most, trying to fight folks and. Trying to, you fighting in the street, you fighting yourself in the street. And,
Trying to take that microphone from
you out there, trying to fight me over the microphone. And you out there doing the most.
Boy.
Yeah. You a Frisbee.
But you know what, fam? You know what, bro? The worst drug I've seen, and I fell victim to this. Motherfucking attention. Because a lot of
hell
these
of a
women,
drug.
a lot of these women be that I thought about or wanted to date. Once I got in dealing with them, I realized they were a waste of time because once they got my attention, the thrill, the necessity, the want, all of that started subsiding too. And next thing I know, we go from talking every night, busting your back every other day, till like, hey, what's popping? Next thing I know, you see, they texting and smiling. You see him at the bar where y'all met at, texting and smiling, but your phone ain't digging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, next thing you know, now they with such and such, and it never gets past this having fun. And it's like, to me, it seems like everyone's so invested in protecting their aura that they don't want to get too invested because me caring about you might fuck up everything I got going on. So I'm just gonna give me some. I'm gonna have a little fun.
And another thing on that, I don't like the part where nowadays, where it feels like if you care too much about a person, it pushes them away.
You weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that nowadays. That's
Yeah, again, man, you know, we gotta take it back to the fucking 90s where you was singing in the rain for a girl. You know?
man.
It is. You're right. It does. It makes you feel. It makes everybody thinks you're weak. But
Yeah.
man, and it's so much. And again, I don't want to sound like a boomer, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, an old person. But social media has got shit twisted, bro.
If
Like-
you and your significant other get into it, don't go to social media.
Yeah, and
Don't go tell your mama and everybody else. Talk it out.
Yeah, and I think social media's got all these females, really, not just females, it's males too, really wanting that instant gratification. And if they ain't getting that instant gratification, if they gotta work on anything, they gotta work for anything. Nah, I'll go to the next one. I'll go to the next one because this one over here, he got more money, he got more this, he got that. Man, hold up now. We was having a good ass fucking time, and I really was connecting with you. I thought,
Yeah.
Oh,
but then that's where that word come from, right?
yeah.
In fucking thoughts.
Yeah.
Thoughts. Now, that's what you're gonna turn to. Thoughts. Gone.
But for real. Damn.
Facts, boy. You.
But for
Where did
real,
it go? You. Yes.
Oh shit. We
Yeah,
can't.
you ain't gonna be no boomerang because you ain't coming back.
Hell no. I'll be fucking moving
Man.
around, but you ain't gonna fucking
Man.
come back to me.
Like the commitment that we used to live on, dog, it's just gone. It's dead. It's dead. And you know, when I look at evolution in a whole, we are a being that evolves as well. And I realized for the first time, certain parts of my life I ain't evolving.
Right.
I can't evolve. I'm still stuck in this is the way it should be, this is the way it was, this is all I know. And it's like finding someone that feels or wants the same don't exist no more.
Right.
Because everybody's evolved with time, social media, the bullshit. Like, it's just not how it used to be. It just ain't gonna be like that no more.
Yeah.
It ain't.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
then
like
how
the
do you-
ones that are together now, they were smart enough to realize shit changing, we need each other.
Yeah.
The rest of us was out here tripping, allowing time
Man, I
to
can
change
say
on
that.
us.
You know, me and my wife been together for 21 years, man.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see what you're saying, and you're right. You're definitely right, man. That's why I mean I'm so I feel for you guys, for y'all being out there in a single world, man. I'm blessed and I'm glad that I'm in the
True.
situation I'm at, and my wife. But yeah, because I couldn't imagine being, especially going to your birthday bash and I'm seeing all this shit. And I'm like, I could not imagine being single in today's
Man.
world.
Hey, I had to say it, man. When I was on stage, I was, man, one of them songs, Easy played one of them songs, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm single, because boy.
Yeah. Hey, big shout out to Easy, man.
Shout out to
Hey.
Easy
He
Vibes.
done did his thing, man.
Hey, if
Facts.
you wasn't there last Friday, boy,
Yeah.
you was stuck looking at videos.
Yeah, and there's plenty of them, man. They still being shared. They still being shared. Pictures still being shared, man. It was a good ass fucking time. And if you wasn't there, I feel bad for you.
You was going to vibe with DJ Crenshaw some other time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact.
Stay tuned. This summer, we going up.
Hell yeah, we are, man. One way or another. One way or another, man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just glad, man. I'm glad I ain't fucking single. I'm glad I ain't single. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to fuck. I couldn't do it, bro. I know right now my emotional fucking or mental state could not fucking handle it.
It's
There's no
crazy.
way.
It's crazy, man.
I'll be in fucking prison for good. I couldn't do it. It'd be too much goddamn. Nah. Mm-mm.
And it's like we normalized this whole hookup era,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just, you think about it, it's really kind of disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're not committed to me. And I hate it when they use, we're not in a relationship as an excuse.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and people are purposely avoiding relationships for monetary reasons. I got Tyrone, Michael, John, and Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what they got too? They got HIV,
Yeah.
gonorrhea.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
man, like, hold on
And
now.
like,
Scratching
I
this,
don't have to
scratching that.
commit.
Yeah.
I don't have to commit to none of these.
Yeah.
All I got to do is just be honest with them.
Yeah.
And like I have women coming at me like that all the time. Like I'm just going, you know, because they're honest, they feel like I should just like
Be
get in
okay
where I
with
fit
it.
in.
Yeah, nah.
But guess what, baby? I'm not one of those type of men that my mind is thrown off by sexual gain.
Right.
Like me being opportunistic and being able to have sex with a woman whenever I want with no strings attached is not winning to me.
Right. Hell no, it
It's
ain't.
not winning.
Especially if you catch something you can't wash off.
That is not winning. I'd rather have a real life committed, you know, connection to
Right.
where I know we're down for each other. And if something goes down, I got you, you got me, we got each other. Not, oh, when I want some, I can call you. Like, that's not a relationship.
And
man.
how is that not a beautiful thing anymore? You know what I mean? Like that to me, when I hear that shit, especially coming from a man.
They don't call him King Swear Reggie for no reason.
Oh, come on. Ouch. Ouch. Shots fired. Hey, my swerving been limited lately. Because, you know,
King, less word.
hey, I put the swerving to a halt because, you know, I just realized that hey, it's like,
That's my boy over there. You know?
like,
I'm gonna hype my boy up. You know?
I mean, like I done had to cut some off because, like, this is just not what I want.
My boy's
No.
taking trophies right now.
Hey,
No,
that's
boomerangs.
Not the way it go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have more to offer than that.
Yeah.
Sex ain't everything, man. You know, and to have a real life connection is a lot better.
Yeah. Not that we don't like to see them fucking Instagram poses where you looking back over your shoulder. We like that.
But that's all you're gonna get in the end, though.
Right. That's,
And if that's good enough for you, guess what?
Right.
That ain't good enough for me.
yeah, that's
not
what's
good
up,
enough
though.
for me.
That's what's up, though. And that's
You
what
know,
I
I can find somebody else to go have fun with. We ain't even gotta have sex.
think. Right.
We can have fun. We can do all those things with no sex, no money involved. I ain't paid your bill. We linked up and go watch the movie. I paid for my shit, you paid for yours, and we both went home alone.
Yeah.
And it was cool. But, you know, now it's just so shallow that, you know, everybody just want what they want and the rest leave it on the table. But that's not a real relationship. There's no gain. That's a waste of time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fact. Waste of time.
When
no
you
gain.
could have had the right people in the mix instead of having a Tyrone, Dick, Tom, and Harry. You could have just had everybody in one person.
He said Tyrone, Dick,
Bitch,
Tom,
man.
and Harry. Hold on now. So why poor Tyrone in there motherfucker by himself?
Oh no, that's just Tyrone, Dick, Tom, and Harry in there too.
Dick, Tom, and Harry is obviously them pumpkin spice motherfuckers. Poor Tyrone over here, fucking.
Well, you know how the song say. Now, you know,
Yeah.
that's that bust.
If you got a Sally, Ashley, Mary,
And Keisha.
Keisha, That's too much of a roster, man. Just go on get you one. Just get one. Get you one headache, because 5 is too many.
Yeah, don't be.
That's too much itchy scratchy.
Yeah. Don't be like Petey Pie, man. You don't need all that bitches. Oh shit!
Y'all too much.
Itchy scratchies.
Ouch. But that's what you get at the end of the day,
Man.
doing stuff like that.
You ain't lying.
So I'm leaving Ajax on wash off.
Ajax.
I mean, if that's what you want out of life, that's what you want out of the relationships and the people you meet. Then hey, no power to you.
Yeah, man, that's rough though. If that's what you, I mean, if that's what you looking for, if that's what you want.
Because it kills me that a person can meet the perfect one for them. And I hear this a lot. People be really invested and really want to be with you. But then at the end of the day, they don't want to go through what they've been through in the past.
Right.
So they retreat. Just to look for you in every other person.
That's so
after
damn
that.
annoying.
And I'm like, how the fuck you gonna tell me that you don't want to take it any further because I really like you and I think you can be the one. But I'm not ready right now. I'm too busy being a boomerang, a frisbee out in the streets. Once I get this out my system, I'm gonna come back for you.
But then they
And
try to
then
go fuck
you
with
gonna-
broke ass Kenneth from down the street,
Well,
and then they end up with a black eye Mo shit.
well, and not only that, man, but when they come back, you probably already found you one.
Exactly my point. And that's when they start looking for that person and every person after that for the rest of their motherfucking life.
Goddamn Kenneth.
Tyrone.
No, Tyrone. Motherfucking Tyrone.
Yeah, fuck Tyrone.
You better call Tyrone.
Hey, fuck Ty. I call it that. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy though. How you got that perfect person and be in love,
Yeah.
but you're not ready for it because you're too busy running the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You ever run into that, Crenshaw?
Then
He
whatchamacallit?
said when.
Not the whatchamacallits.
He said when do I not run into that?
Exactly.
The whatchamacallit.
And whatchamacallits, boy. Yeah, I just be sitting back sometimes just shaking my head like, man, what is going on? I don't understand how you can just put your thing in anything, put yourself on anything. Like,
Ouch.
Yeah.
my mama and daddy made me one person. One person. That means I got one thing. I'm not setting up no roster full of Ashleys and Jennifers. Not doing it. That's too much. No.
And like, honesty is great. I respect that. But a lot of people think you should accept my bullshit because I was honest.
I ain't gotta
Right.
accept you, man. Hell no.
They do that. Though.
Like I told you, I really wasn't trying to get serious. I didn't tell you about Tyrone and the rest of them, but I did tell you I didn't want to be in a like we can do everything a married couple do, other than be committed to each other. And that shit is some opportunistic bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
Take your frisbee having ass on down the street. Cause I'm
Like,
not trying to
I
hear
will
it.
give you everything you want, but the commitment,
Yeah,
and that shit's crazy.
we ain't children. We ain't playing house. You ain't playing mom. I'm not playing dad. Unless you really gonna be committed, and we can play that. You know what I mean? But as far as the games go, no. Man, like I said, man, I'm glad I'm fucking not saying.
Man,
Man,
be real, man.
that's too much.
And it's crazy because, you know, in my realm, most of the people my age just ain't wanting to, like the single people my age, they just like, most of the younger people are trying to date us.
Right.
because they know people their age ain't serious.
Right.
But people my age is just like, what am I gonna do with this young? You know what I'm saying? So it's like a big conflict. It's either you're being abstinent and just gonna die alone.
DJ Crenshaw is accepting sugar mamas if you want to be one.
Ooh, sweet tooth. Sweet tooth Crenshaw back in the mix.
Oh shit!
Hi, Miss Betty. How you doing, Miss Gladys?
I can hear you now. Yes, ma'am. That sweet potato pie was delicious. Did you eat it all? Yes, ma'am. I shared some with Swerve. It was great.
Can I get me a little baggie to go with? Yes.
Ouch.
DJ Crenshaw was accepting sugar mamas.
Yeah. He ain't say none his age. You notice that?
Oh yeah. Hell no, he didn't. He knows them motherfuckers got some fucking baggage and issues.
Hey, the
He
experience.
said the only baggage he wants is the ones that gonna take him on vacation.
Hey.
Sugar mama.
You know you got your old school when they text you. Did you remember to take them pork chops out this morning? Yeah, you want to eat some pork chops tonight? You better throw that meat.
Throw him in the sink. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He said, you know you fucking
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ham hocks in them beans, baby. Put some ham hocks in them beans. Huh?
Oh man.
Oh, no McDonald's. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
fuckers. Oh god damn.
I guess I'm gonna keep on dreaming about that one, Miss Gladys.
Miss Gladys.
Not Miss Gladys.
I'll be waiting on you to pull up in your Cadillac
Oh man.
with your Gucci bag.
White walls on it.
Yeah, with the white walls, with your plane tickets on the way to Miami and Vegas.
That's the
Wait,
baggage. he
y'all
took
go
on.
on a date to Costco?
Costco.
Hey,
Baby, let's go to Sam's looking ass.
let's go.
I heard they got the quantity pack of the detergent. You know you like extra softener in it. See, them youngsters ain't doing that.
Hey, she gonna fold the clothes. She gonna season the food. Hey,
She'll
And
start
she's
the
gonna-
Dickies.
hey. Take a brother to the barbershop early in the morning. Hey, I'm gonna be up early in the morning. Because you know how old folks is, they like getting up early.
Hey, coffee gonna wake you up. I smell it.
Hey, baby, you can take me to Starbucks with some pumpkin spice anytime.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker, Gladys ain't fucking taking you to pumpkin spice, bro. You need to look for a Beth or something.
Ouch.
Glenda.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Y'all so
Yeah. Yeah.
We something else. You don't want over there.
I
looking
know,
for
I'm telling
that
you.
sugar mama.
Telling you, boy, taking applications.
He said, send your
Come with a
resume.
full resume. Hey, and we doing background checks and don't leave nothing out.
Oh shit.
I don't leave nothing out.
Yeah, I need to know why your third husband mysteriously passed.
Ouch! I'm telling you.
Oh,
You should have thawed them pork chops. Yeah, you gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
man. Shit.
Yeah.
Sally Mae, you gonna sing with us? You gonna sing with me on a late night drive? While we singing down the road, you know. Hey. I don't see nothing wrong.
Oh shit, multi-talented, bro. Gonna put you on the mic next week, baby. Huh?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
With a little bump and grind, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
God damn.
I know.
He
Anyway.
goes with that fucking deep ass voice, boy.
Ain't nothing wrong with having female friends, you know. I mean, hey,
Nah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I like kicking it with females.
I do too.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, you know.
Facts.
Sex ain't there. I mean, it's good, but you ain't gotta have it all the time,
Yeah, no.
you know.
And if you are, at least do it with the same person.
Yeah.
Over and over
Exactly.
and over and over again.
It's gonna get better if you do it with the same old person every, you know.
Oh yeah. And then you start getting a fucking little. You're not as fucking modest. So you're like, hey man, I want to try this one.
Oh.
Let's see what this feel like. I don't know. I'm gonna need you to flip over. Now spin this way, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever tried an incredible suit on? You know?
What?
Hold on.
Put a little incredible suit on.
Hold up, what?
Hold on now.
Do a little experiment, you know.
He's in Incredibles.
Get your little whip out, you know.
Oh shit. Yeah, you need an older one. You like
The Incredible Mom had hips, fucking got fucking Crenshaw. I'm about to get a motherfucking Incredible suit on fucking Temu. See, this bitch won't put that on. She said, I sure will. You got them pork chops put in the
yeah. Baby, you want them fried, smothered, or baked? I know you like them fried. I put a lot of Tony Chachereau in it. I know you like that Tony. You like that Tony? Yeah, I know you like that Tony.
like that.
Well, I might have dated an old school or two in my day. Sorry. I like ham hocks and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet potato pies and shit. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
What kind of side, baby? I like fried chicken, you know what I'm saying? Mashed potatoes, a little bit of I don't know if you can make Kool-Aid, you know. Can't, you know, like grandma Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
But hey,
That sweet ass fucking.
yeah. Man, can y'all imagine like back in the day how they was sneaking around? You gotta go ride up on your horse to to Miss Mary house.
Oh man.
Yeah. I heard the fucking clickety clacks. I know motherfucking Tyrone's horse when I hear it. That motherfucking Tyrone's horse clickety clacks.
Yeah. Woo, shit. Can you imagine then how it used to be? Look here. Dadgummit, Linda.
Dadgummit.
I know that motherfucker was. I seen Tyrone's horse out there. Tell that son of a bitch I'm gonna be out here at 12 noon.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it ain't like that.
Oh man.
It ain't like that. No. They ain't coming out 12 noon with that.
High noon. Come on, look at me.
Times
Tyrone
has changed. Times has changed. They sharing them these days. I ain't with that. I ain't sharing shit.
No.
I ain't even sharing a timeshare. If you got a BNB, what's it called? What's that motherfucker called? ABB, BCBD, whatever that motherfucker called.
Airbnb?
Yeah, one of them. If I had an Airbnb, I ain't sharing that motherfucker.
BBL, fuck
None of that.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
None of that. ABC 1, 2, 3. I ain't saying
She
shit.
said, I'm not sharing no BBL.
Yeah.
You got one. I don't care.
I ain't sharing shit.
Oh,
I ain't sharing shit. Look here.
So you ain't going on a
Bruh, if we get jammed up, I'm not sharing the charges. I'm not sharing shit. I'm
So-
gonna take mine. You take it. Or I take it all. But we
So-
ain't sharing shit.
So if Patricia and Sally Mae want to take you on vacation in Miami, you ain't going?
Well, I tell you what. Cause
yeah. Hold the fuck up. Let me tell you.
Because Miami will be there this summer. Miami will be there in the spring.
Yeah.
If they both want to go to Miami, tell you what, let me check my Palm Pilot, and I can go on the 17th of this month and the 42nd of next month.
Hey, hold on now.
I know, because somebody ain't going.
Hold on though. You said check your Palm Pilot. You was one of them old school motherfuckers you used to talk about. Ain't nobody got Palm Pilots.
Well, I mean, you know.
He said, let me check my BlackBerry.
Well, I used to take the Holodex, but I ain't got one of them no more neither.
This man over here.
I mean, I'm just saying. I traded that in for the Palm Pilot. That's why I got the Palm Pilot.
Man, let me check my BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Hey, what was them? Let
I
me
know
check my
mine black.
let me check my beeper real quick.
Motherfucker said, what was those things? Look at me. God
Look here, they talking shit. 304, bitch. Yeah, I remember them days.
Yeah.
911.
Like them razors.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I used to clap that hoe so fast. Man, let somebody say something I want to hear. Man, I'm finna. They still talking. Well, I was a clap artist, nigga.
Yeah, I heard you fucking felt that goddamn clap.
I'm gonna say one more thing just so I can get the last clap. 'Cause I know they waiting to clap on me, so let me get a little clap. Yeah. Good old days. Good old days.
Oh man.
Good old days.
Those were some good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's back when you can meet Tyrone and motherfucking meet me at the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finna fuck it up.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Anyway, we ain't crashing out behind no crazy old
Yeah.
whatchamacallits,
Yeah.
no frisbees.
Yeah, we can't do that.
We taking care of these babies
That's what we do.
and vibing it out, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So we gonna go and close this one out
Yeah.
with Van Gogh. My swerving fellas over here.
That's good.
More king than Swerve. More king than Swerve.
That
these
is true.
days.
That is true.
And vibe it out with Sweet Tooth DJ Crenshaw.
You heard it, ladies. Sweet Tooth. He need
Hey.
a sugar mama.
We
If
out.
you just mama and no sugar, don't come knocking.
No way.
Don't come knocking on my
Oh
door.
my God.
Shit.
Yeah, that's
Cause
fine.
I'm not gonna answer today.
Your mama gonna say, man, what was in that can?
Hey. Razzle dazzle up in that.
Oh, shit.
It hitting different
Starbucks?
today.
What is that, Starbucks?
Something like that. A little bit.
Yeah, we found
Iced
that.
energy.
Nice energy.
My boy don't like the pumpkin spice, but he like the iced coffee. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't never seen a motherfucking
Yeah.
Starbucks energy drink like that though.
Hey, it's hitting. You see how I'm feeling and singing over here.
He fucking over here trying to get goddamn resumes and shit, so it must be good. It must be good. Although it does say 0 sugar, bro. That's why you need a sugar mama.
Facts.
That's why you need a sugar mama.
Yeah, you need a lot of sugar, mama. I hear you.
Just one. I don't need more. I don't need 5 or no 4 or 3.
We don't
Just
share.
one.
We just had that conversation.
I'm not sharing you with Kenneth and Tyler and David. It's just Crenshaw, okay?
Pink.
It's just Crenshaw.
I heard that.
Cause I'm worth it, baby.
Oh,
I'm worth it,
okay.
baby.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got 10 more resumes sent to the
Yeah.
Anyway, anyways, man,
Yeah.
until next time, we out. 2 fingers up. And we out.
Bing.
Tell me what your life like.